misbehaving, no more miss me not, no more misbehaving, then I'll see what you have got. No more stormy weather, no more, that's for sure. No more stormy weather, I won't see you anymore. Bring it down, bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound, bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground. No more secret talking, no more nails on top. No more secret talking, I don't think you'll ever stop. No more misbehaving, no more miss me not. No more misbehaving, then we'll see what you are not. Bring it down, bring it back forever. Bring it down on the ground. Safe and sound, bring it back to never. Bring it down on the ground.
Hi. Sorry, I was watching the football game.
So how are you?
No more miss.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Did I like blow my own?
There we go.
There I am. All right.
No,
Turn,
I
turn
gotcha.
the music down. There we go. So,
There we go.
all right. Got it. All right. I had turned it down because I think it's humming. I think I have this mic I take on and off my desk a lot. So I think I've tweaked the cord, which I have a closet full of cords. I just need to.
Well, what's that meme that went around, like by a certain age you should just have a whole drawer of stuff that you don't really know what it plugs into, because I have that. I have a whole drawer.
I have antenna cords. I have a box. Like I can go get the box right now. And like they have like power cords in it that I'm like, whatever took a power cord adapter that looked like this? And so some of it is like outdated technology. Like I had one of those electric picture frames back when you still had to put like a memory card in it and it would rotate through.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Now Alexa wants to like turn my Echo into that. And I'm like, no, you're not just picking things off my phone. No.
No.
Like, I had
no.
to know.
Exactly. No, there are some things that I will be making the selections.
Yes. Most of the things on my phone are just random Pokemon Go pictures, but the rest
oh my God. I don't think I've ever told you this story. I remember I was in New York City years ago on a girls' weekend, and we're sitting at this bar, and the guy next to me, his phone rings.
Yeah.
And it was super loud and it vibrated and it was right next to mine and my phone was nearby. So I wasn't really trying to look at his phone, but it was right by mine. And I
Right.
look, and it's just a lady's ass. Like, it's
Wow.
just a thong and an ass. And I'm
They're
like,
like,
that is a great picture for someone to have you identify you in the phone. It's just
yep.
like that big butt.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Like,
looks
I'm
great.
just paranoid. So the whole thing is
Yeah.
that and I took our friend Judy Carter has a really good theory about how she takes sexy selfies where
Mhm.
there's never any face in it. Like it's like chin and
Right,
then
right. Just
like just chin and
mhm.
right.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, so I'm
Like
trying to do some
just one eye, you know?
extreme close-ups, like kind of thing where you're just like, okay, just the sexy part. Like the whole thing else I'm not putting in there. So hey everybody, thanks for joining us for this leftover turkey edition of the Black Unicorn and the White Witch. I'm Miss Shannan, that's Tiffany Norton. We see that our friend Mark is already in the chat. Hello, Mark.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. It is good to see you. We hope that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. So it was nice and uneventful is how
Good.
I felt mine was. How about yours,
Nice.
Tiffany?
Mine, same. I mean, I ate a lot of really good food,
Mhm.
and um, we went bowling today, which was fun.
Right.
And I still got it. I haven't bowled since pre-pandemic, and I was like, all right, cool, cool. I can still
Mhm.
do it. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but 135, okay? I mean,
Nice. Well done.
pretty good.
Well done. Well
I
done.
was always the worst person on my women's bowling league. I was
Oh,
always the
really?
worst one on the team. Oh my god, I was always the worst. But they liked me because I had cracky jokes. They
Okay.
found me amusing.
Well, I don't bowl enough to be any good at it. So, and Mark, if you're still in the chat, why don't you hit us up again? Because I might have accidentally blocked Mark on accident because I was blocking somebody else. So if I
Oh
did,
yeah,
Mark, we'll
we saw
unblock
that.
you later. So if I unblock Mark, don't take it. I did not mean to block you.
No,
I
no.
was just got aggressively clicking on things. So got to think. Oh, Peggy Miller is in the chat. Pickleball. Do they?
Everybody keeps talking about pickleball. I have
Yeah,
not
we
played
have some
pickleball.
friends that are addicted to pickleball. So
Never
we
played
know
it.
Peggy plays. Our friend John DeBoer plays.
We need to
I
get that
believe our
going.
friend Karen Pickering plays pickleball. She talks about the pickleballing. It's very prevalent. I do think that
Prevalent.
it's very prevalent, the pickleballing. I know that you can also pickleball indoor now. I know that there are some indoor courts that people use. Like, yeah, Peggy, it is addicting. Like that's what people have told me about it. Yeah, that it is
Okay.
quite addicting. Quite addicting. So yeah, I do plan to give pickleball an attempt because
Sure.
enough people whose opinions I trust on what they do with their active free time are into it that I'm like, all right, I want to give that a shot. I just didn't get around to it so far. So it's on the list of things. Yeah.
It sounds
So
fun.
mhm.
I mean,
'Cause
I like pickles and balls, so there you go.
I don't know if it's gonna give you what you expect. Just
Well, they
saying.
should serve pickles at least.
I don't think that happens.
Really? Did
Just
you know that they serve pickles in
spoiler alert.
Texas at, movie theaters? I just found
Yeah.
that out recently. I did
Just
not
because I
know
lived
this.
in Texas and weird things happen. But dill pickles and pickles in general were a lot of my growing up, and I feel like it's not as big of a deal up here in the Midwest. Like that was a big deal, was going to the store and having the unhygienic pickle jar that you would like everybody would like back then, like because you all the tongs, so everybody touched the tongs or went into the same giant jar
Right,
of pickles and you would buy it and you would put it in the thing yourself, just like the way you would get uh hot dogs off of a
right.
rotating grill is like that. So yeah, that was always fun. And then you got up here and then nobody's like, they're like, what?
Well, other than a Bloody Mary, yeah, you don't get a lot of pickles up here, but they like to pickle weird things. Like, have you ever had a pickled egg? Those are gross.
Yes, we had those pickled eggs. My grandma's super southern, so we had pickled pig feet. We had all that stuff, kind of thing. So yeah. So Arlene, okay, so here is pickleball. It is new-ish, but it's been around for I don't know. I think that it's not that it's brand new, it's that it's grown in popularity over the last few years. So basically what it is tennis and ping pong had a child. So you play it on half of Peggy, and you can fill in if I'm doing this wrong, but basically on half of a tennis court. So it goes a lot quicker. And so you just go back and forth a lot quicker. So they have big, giant wooden ping pong esque paddles that you play with. And so it's been quite the phase. And the thing that I think is most interesting and the reason why I think that it is so popular is that a lot of boomers like it, and we have a lot of boomers right now. Like, and so this is what a lot of people are spending their immediate pre-retirement and retirement time doing, is out there pickleballing.
Well, and it's because it's the smaller court. You're not hurting your knees as much. You're not
Right.
running as much. You can cover more area, which is like, I like to play tennis, but I have a bad knee, and it's kind of like,
Right.
well, I've been trying to not get surgery on it. I've been trying to milk it for a long time. So
I'm gonna find a pickleball video for Arlene.
I was looking on my phone. I found a picture, but I don't know how well anybody's gonna
Here,
be able to see
I'll
it.
do this one. Here, hold on. I'll pull this up.
But there's like, you can see how small the court is.
Yeah.
We're gonna
here,
go
hold
down
on.
there
I'll
and look
pull this
around
up
for
for us in a
clues. You want to
second.
come?
Do I want
It's
to break
gonna
into a
be
dead
glorious.
guy's apartment?
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Matt Goebel, and Sport in America
Here,
was
I'm gonna do
invented
this.
by three dads on Bainbridge Island back in
This is so
1965.
funny. All right, we're
It's
gonna
a
let Matt
combination-
explain to us what pickleball is in a second. Here, hold on a second. Let me pull this up.
I like how we just totally like, now we're on pickleballs.
Why not? But
Not-
yeah. All right, Arlene, here we go. So Arlene, here, I'll show this to you because I do think you'll like it. Because Arlene says she's a boomer. So here we go, Arlene. All right, here, Tiffany, here we go. Or we're
All
gonna
right,
listen.
let's see.
It was invented by three dads on Bainbridge Island back in 1965. It's a combination of tennis, ping pong, and badminton. It's played on a badminton-sized court with a net about 2 inches shorter than a tennis net.
Oh,
Play it with a paddle a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle and a little more durable wiffle ball. You can play it as either doubles or singles. So singles is one-on-one, doubles is a combination of two teams, 2-on-2. It's growing for a number of reasons. It's a
Look at
lot
that.
easier on the body, and it's a lot easier to pick up. Most
Yeah. See, so that's
I like
what you
that.
need.
Easier on the body. That's my kind of exercise. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Peggy, if Peggy, you're one of the people that I'm saying, if Peggy's into it, then I'm good. I'm good.
So I like that you just return the ball hits the ground, you still return it. I get it.
Yeah, but don't you do that in tennis? You're supposed to bounce. It doesn't have to, but it can bounce.
Oh, I'm thinking of okay, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
it can.
See,
It can
Again, I probably won't even be able to figure this out. The guy's like, oh, it's easy to pick up. Maybe not. Maybe
Well,
not.
it does. Well, I mean, the scoring in tennis is complicated. This is a lot more easy, it sounds like. And so, yeah. I think, Arlene, you can come out and join us. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. So I agree with you, Peggy. I'll go out with you. We'll give it a shot because I told DeBoer that I was going to do it too. But I also said I was going to golf more than once this year, and I did 1.5 times. So squad goals. That's where we're at.
We can set that up in the backyard. We can do that in your driveway. We can just pickleball
We
right
can do
there.
that. I have enough room in the driveway. We
Yeah, you got enough room. We'll just pickleball there, and then we don't have to go anywhere.
We could badminton.
Sure.
We
Oh,
could
I love a good
badminton.
shuttlecock. Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, we badmintoned one summer, but we were more of a croquet family. We had a really
yeah.
big front yard, so we did a lot of croqueting. I wonder
Croquet
if I'm
is fun.
like, maybe Cyclone Kid would like some croquet.
Sure.
We'll give
Why
him
not?
that.
Give him a big mallet. Absolutely.
But he's like, I think that it's because it would stay on the ground. Like we tried to do T-ball, and he was like, I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, he wasn't feeling that at all.
Oh no, we got that spam back in the chat again.
You know what? And that's what I'm worried about. Is that I meant to block this person,
Yeah.
and maybe I accidentally blocked our friend Mark.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah. Well,
I'll have to. I can figure out how to unblock him. Kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
He's like, what did I get thrown out for? I just said, hey, what's going on, girl?
Nothing.
Great. Nothing.
like,
Absolutely
yeah.
nothing. Oh, hate speech.
right.
Hate
He
speech.
didn't do anything.
You're out. You're out. Do you know I've never been kicked? I've never had a post taken down for speech. Have you?
Oh,
Have you ever been
no.
blocked or like gotten in that? I've never been in Facebook jail.
I've never
I don't
in
know
Facebook
what's
jail.
going on there.
Never.
It seems like a party. I never get invited.
I don't want to get blocked. Like our friends that get blocked, most of them, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little like they have a way of saying things in the most incendiary manner, even if I agree with them. I'm like, you said that in a way that, of course, you got blocked.
I mean, I say all the incendiary things. I just do it over the phone. Then there's no, there's the record between the receiver and myself, and that's it. The old school.
So, all right. So here's the thing. I thought there was a couple of things we wanted to shout out. Like, first of all, thank you for finding this particular story where a bunch of like actual science nerds ruined tried to ruin a movie. Because the whole thing, look, here's the thing. I like science, but there is a place for actual science, and then there is a place for this is fantasy. Why don't you quit? So this particular story that you have, Tiffany, about how these people figured out that Marvel has a plot hole. That's not what a plot hole is. Like if you go, well, in this world, this is the way science works, and then you follow along with the science of that world, then okay, fine. The fact that they're like, well, in a glove like this, it couldn't actually, like these scientists figured out that you couldn't actually snap your fingers appropriately with this glove to do what it did. And okay, all right, homie. Like this
I knew you were
biophysicist.
gonna get mad about that.
I was like,
I was
listen here.
like, she is gonna hate this article. Because it is science fiction. I mean, you basically you've suspended all disbelief so far to believe in the Marvel
Right.
universe. The fact that
We have a character named Scarlet Witch who can that can that can manipulate the all of space and time.
Yep.
You know, we have another character that is talking raccoon type thing. Hello,
Right.
hello, Stuart. Right now, I'm complaining about. I love science, but there's a place for science. And Stuart, I don't know. I'm having a Malbec, just so you know, Stuart. So
Oh.
I don't drink red, so I'm having a Malbec. So
There
I'm
you go.
feeling extra spicy today. Happy holidays to you as well, Stuart. Stuart, we have a show coming up that we should talk to you about. That if you don't have New Year's Eve plans, you should come hang out with Tiffany and I at our comedy show because you haven't been out to see us in a while. So this is annoying.
I know.
Because
There's
I feel
somebody
like
who
I'm
really wants
blocking-
us to see some it looks like some stripping or something, some naked something. This is how
Yeah, somebody were waiting like, how come I can't block this person, but I accidentally can block our friend? So all right, I'm gonna ignore it and worry about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time I try to text
They are not
people,
affiliated with our podcast, but if you want to enjoy
No.
their services, please do not link from here because we don't want them to think,
I had
oh, look,
someone
we're driving traffic.
right. You know what's funny? Like I had someone because you know that I'm like the things that I'm like, okay, that sounds like an interesting adventure versus I'm not willing to do that. So I met somebody who's a painter
Mhm.
and does really good acrylics and was like, hey, thanks, Stuart. Happy holidays to you. We'll have to get together soon. So yeah, because Tiffany, you've only met my friend Stuart in real life once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stuart, you got to come hang out. Tiffany and I are good fun. You know that. So so Tiffany, I had somebody ask me if I'd ever be willing to like be a model for like a nude painting.
Nice.
Right. And for some reason,
Yes.
I said the same thing as you. I'm like, yeah, because that sounds very Rubenesque and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And
It's
like, I
Titanic.
wouldn't-
Paint me like one of your little French girls, Jack. You know?
So there's something about, I'm like, you know, where you do the right
Yeah,
pose and then hold still for like hours and they paint you. That I was like, I was surprised at how quickly my brain went, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because I've had people go, hey, can I take some pictures? I'm like, no.
No.
Like absolutely like that doesn't sound cute to me at all. But the whole oil painting, acrylic-y painting, I was like, maybe. Let me see
Yeah.
what else you've done.
As long as everything
Is this really a thing you do?
right.
You know, I don't want to be the first person that you ever did it, but if you actually are decent,
Let's see some samples, right?
Right.
Let's see some examples of the work.
exactly.
Maybe.
If your other paintings actually look like paintings, maybe.
Yeah.
Then okay, I'll do that.
If it looks like a Picasso, I'm gonna get a complex. All right. I need to look beautiful in this thing. Otherwise, don't do it. Or if you make me like exaggerate my features or something like a caricature.
Yeah, I don't want
like,
a caricature. I don't want a caricature.
No.
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 I do, but if it was something like, I don't even know, like there was something about sitting for a portrait like that on like a stool with your legs crossed just the right way. Maybe. You know, that sounded
an
very
apple,
beautiful
you know?
with an apple. A very Eve in the garden photo. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
maybe
Yeah,
that's
you could just have it on top of your hand, you know.
Yeah,
just-
just maybe. Okay. See, I was surprised at how quickly I was like, maybe.
I think that's incredibly flattering. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's
I'm like,
cool.
Possibly I would do that. So we'll see what's up. And I'll make sure that the artist isn't like a Dextery type creepy psycho. Like I want to have some time to do some diligence you know,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe, you know, kind of thing. I'm not like my friend that was like, hey, should we do boudoir photos so that we could sell them as NFTs? No, that sounds, I don't, that just did not sound fun to me. And I don't,
No.
yeah, that just, because we've talked too about, you know, because we have a couple of girlfriends that are really good at taking those um pinup girl photos. Like they
Mhm.
look gorgeous. Like, didn't you say you tried that once?
Oh, I have one. Yeah. And I mean, I
Mhm,
was wearing lingerie, but yeah, I
mhm,
have one. I did it for my wedding anniversary some years ago.
mhm.
And yeah, it was great. I mean, it's air touched, you know, I mean, it's touched. I
Well,
mean,
that
I
doesn't
like
matter,
no, I
you
mean,
know.
I look like I don't have any freckles. I'm like, that's a lot of retouching. Like I have someone else's skin.
Thank you for letting me borrow it.
Yeah,
They
but
can
it
have
looked
it back
great.
now. I
Yeah.
like my skin. Yeah.
Yes, I like my
No.
skin just fine, but
Yeah.
yes.
So I might do that. We'll see. You know, I'll let you know if I decide to do that, if we go forward into that one. So yeah, so I mean, okay, nerds, I'm okay with just letting things go sometimes. I know. I spend a lot of time going, this comic book doesn't make sense. You don't need to sit there and throw your science into it. So Tiffany, did you see the story that I sent you about what happened in Southern California recently? So this was a great one, and I feel bad for everybody, because but I'm torn with this one, and that's what I wanted to ask you about. So
Okay.
recently, what happened out on the Southern California freeway is that an armored truck flew open,
Mm.
and bags of cash fell from this armored truck on Southern California freeway. So it was mainly ones through 20s, and they landed all over the lanes. And so a bunch of people pulled over and started picking up all this money.
Sure.
And yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I think that looks fun. I probably wouldn't be brave enough. I drove on Southern California freeways. I'm not that brave to pull over and do all of this stuff. But what I do think is interesting is that after all this happens, the highway patrol and everybody are like, "Hey, give that back." I'm like, "What? No." You know, I'm very like, do you think that's fair that they expect you to turn all that money in? I guess,
I
but
mean, it's you can't yeah. I mean, it's but if it was somebody who was driving their car and cash flew out, they would not make you do that. That's because it's, you know, it's a bank.
right.
But security guards and people that are work if you are someone who works with, you know, like the money and the arm cars and all that kind of stuff, a friend, so if I'm wrong or anybody knows more about the subject in the chat, let me know, but I was
Mhm.
told that you actually have more right to use deadly force than a police officer
Wow.
because you're
Okay.
protecting federal because it's federal money.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And so, like, do not play. Do not go, "Oh, I saw Groundhog Day, and that was really funny when he walks into the back and he steals the thing," because you do that to the wrong guy.
Right.
Bam! Oh, Mike commented in the chat.
Oh, was it? Oh, because it was out near La Jolla. So Mike, so Mike is one, I expect a because he said he was watching right now and he's on his way to San Diego Comic-Con, their special edition that they have right now.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so he's out there. I was thinking I was gonna go, and then you know, I have drama in town, so I stayed in town. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay here and
Yep.
handle my things and not worry about going there right now. But I am living vicariously through Mike. So yeah. Oh, Mike, did you get any of the bills? Wait,
Yeah.
don't tell us because if you got them, don't spend them. Just keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them for a while. Like,
Yeah, don't tell us on the live stream,
yeah,
just
just
text us
you can
if
text
you
me
hear
later. You
it.
can text me later about that. So yeah. So that's I thought that was a crazy story. And I am very honest. Like if I hadn't read in the article that they wanted us to give the money back, Mike, I'm gonna put this out here in case you have it. Mike says he doesn't have any of the money. So
None.
Mike has none of the money.
Nope.
So go bug somebody else. He's even sad he doesn't have any of the money. So it didn't happen.
You
But
can just imagine the people losing their minds on the highway behind him. You're like, "What's the holdup? What's going on?"
and they're back there.
Money.
Right, because there's been times where the whole freeway's been closed up in California because a leaf blew across it. So the fact that it's actual money, I'm sure it was incredibly chaotic. And um I'm the kind of person that would have given the money back on my own, but I'm really salty that they're saying, give that back, it's not yours. I know. Maybe
Yeah.
the universe thought I needed it.
Yeah,
Like kind of
exactly.
thing.
Exactly,
Like, why is there
because
no such thing?
why are you trying to block me while I'm receiving? You
Mhm.
know, I did
Mhm.
nothing wrong. The universe wanted me to have it, you
That
know.
was my law of attraction working. I've been doing my
Absolutely.
affirmations, and now
Maybe
you
the
just gotta call me on this? Why? Yeah.
maybe the man who maybe the man who didn't lock the vehicle properly secretly wants to lose his job because it's gonna set him on a trajectory that will, culminate in an interesting rom-com, you
Right.
know?
Fair enough. Fair
It'll
enough.
propel him forward in
Right.
his
Yeah.
passion
Peggy,
to
I'm with you. I would give it back, anyway. I'd been like, hey, I found this, kind of thing. Would you like this wad of cash
yeah,
that I have?
you know what I would do? I'd say, "Come and get it." I got $7 and I'm not spending $10 to drive there to give it back. If you want the $7, here's my address, come get it.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Karmically, I would just, because my whole thing is that it's hard to go, well, is this, because if you see it in you're back to your romantic comedy thing. If you see it in a movie, Tiffany, it usually would happen and you'd see money rain down. And it's always like beautiful and a windfall for everybody that it happens to. You don't expect to go, and then everybody came and said, give that money back.
Right.
It's usually like, oh, like in my head, some millionaire did it and threw it out there, and that was their last wish, is that the money would flutter
If
down
you're
and people would just have it.
if you're watching it come out of the back of the Brinks truck, okay, that's one thing. But if you're
Right.
just driving and there's money everywhere,
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
went to
somebody
Starbucks once and the lady in front of me bought a coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm, sent it
It's
back.
Thanksgiving. Maybe
Maybe
it
it
was
was
just
like,
maybe Bezos was just like, "I'm in a good mood. I'm just gonna,
make it rain. Make
yeah,
it
I'm gonna
rain
make
on
it
the La
rain."
Jolla Freeway. That's what he was doing.
Peggy's right. That's, but
Right.
karma
I would
will
give it back.
yeah,
Like, I'm that kind of person. If I find something, I always turn it back in. I'm so lawful good. No, I'm not. I'm lawful neutral. I'm lawful neutral on everything. So I would go, it does not serve the side of good to keep this.
right.
So I would go, or I would at least donate it to something else. I wouldn't add it to my cryptocurrency wallet, if I found the money like that. That's not what I would do with it. So that's just me. So, Tiffany, let's just show this video real quick that you sent me. So if everybody wonders what I've been doing with Cyclone Kid recently, Cyclone Kid is very, very attached to trains. And so Tiffany and a number of our friends sent this to me because it is glorious. So there was recently, Tiffany and I do like to follow world records. So there was a record that was not only model train related, it was also incredibly beautiful and musical. And so she found this story about the world's largest model train railway played a record number of songs by tapping glasses filled with water. So if anybody just needs something good to happen in their life right now, just go find this video.
It's so cute. Oh, now I can't hear it for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Dun, 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 dun. And it plays like what, 20 songs or something? Oh yeah, there it is.
20 of them. So we suggest you go find that. It is glorious. It'll make your day. And it's one of those things that you can watch over and over again, especially since we're going to the holidays, because it moves into so many like lovely little holiday songs. It was really cute. It was really cute. So it's the kind of thing that I'm glad to have those kind of earworms in my house right now.
And I love that was those nerds jam during the pandemic. They're like, what else can we do with these trains? And someone came up with that idea and they're like, all right, well, how do we arrange them into songs? How did they first they were probably just started with one song.
And then I go, well, now we've glass and did this and did that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Now we've got a Stephen Sondheim medley going, which God rest, we lost him over the Thanksgiving. So
yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
Very famous composer. Anyway.
What jams do you listen to over Thanksgiving? Because I what's funny? I started on a James Taylor kick. There's something about James Taylor that really, a few years ago he did an album that just really screamed Thanksgiving to me, and I kind of did that. And you know what I had on repeat? I ended up playing one of our favorite artists, Kenny Loggins, Celebrate
Yes.
Me Home. So I put
Sweaty
Kenny
Uncle
Loggins.
Kenny.
Yeah, I
Love him.
put Kenny Loggins, Celebrate Me Home on repeat for 45 minutes while Cyclone Kid and I were putting up the Christmas tree. Because I played it once. I was like, I need to hear that again. And I was
Yeah.
like, Alexa, play Kenny Loggins, Celebrate Me Home we're on repeat for 45 minutes. And she said, playing it. And I just kept going, Celebrate Me. Every time it played, I felt invigorated. Like it was like
I love that. I love that you had that on repeat like we used to do back in the day. Like everybody like won't even want to see the same thing twice ever again in their life.
And I'm like, nope, this one song. And I was like, every time it got to the certain part, I made my same little move, put my little tree up. I was very invigorated by Celebrate Me Home. That is probably one of my favorite holiday songs of all time.
I did not listen to any real Christmas music. I've been watching football. And then I watched the end of the Gophers Badgers game, and I watched the Timberwolves game yesterday, and it was a good day for Minnesota.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well done. I am glad that all worked out for you.
Yeah.
I did not. I watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yep. I had that on for a little bit.
Enjoyed that. Also enjoyed the Kennel Dog Show.
I missed the dog show. Yes.
It was fun. It was a banner year for all of the puppies out there. And then it was the first time ever we had a back-to-back winner. So the same dog that won last year won this year as well. It was never happened again. It's never happened before. It was very exciting. It was
very exciting. Have you seen the movie Best in Show?
Oh, of course.
If you have not seen it, anybody in the chat, oh my God, one of the funniest comedies of all time. And you're just talking about powerhouse comedic actors. And God, that's funny. And that's funny. The Westminster Dog Show is the backdrop for it, for the drama.
And this was lovely. Absolutely lovely. I had a great time. I talked Cyclone Kid into watching. I'm like, come see the dogs. And he was like, okay. So he watched part of it and he was very impressed, kind of thing. And then he 13-year-old himself away from the TV and that was fine. So it was a lovely day. It was a lovely day. Yes, I agree, Peg. I agree,
Right?
Peg. It is, I also think that Best in Show is wonderful. And it is so fun. Like they know to not take themselves overly seriously. Like it's very serious and all of that, but they know that it's like a dog show. And so I love that. I love it. And it was wonderful. And I had a great day watching it. It was wonderful, wonderful. I also want to shout out real quick, whenever like a corporate brand like shouts you out for a tweet, I'm usually impressed. Because I know that there's people watching it, but it's a pretty big brand. And so I had put up a tweet about how much I was enjoying the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And Macy's actually wrote back to me on Twitter.
Nice.
And I thought that was very cute of them. I was impressed that they did that. Here, I'll show you the tweet real quick, Tiffany. So I had put up what I enjoyed about it. And said that I really liked it. And they actually wrote back, as you can see here, what was your favorite balloon?
Nice.
I was like, well, thank you for your very specific question.
It was the red one. I liked the red one.
What I said, because I am a giant nerd, I said, I got to go with Saiyan, my Saiyan friend, Goku. So Goku, who you probably don't even know. He's from an anime that I watch called Dragon Ball Z. My sisters and I used to watch it.
Oh, I've heard of Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the characters or anything about it, but I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the primary character is Goku, and Goku has been a balloon for a while. And Macy said we shouldn't pick favorites, but Goku was up there. Well done. Good answer. Very diplomatic answer from Macy's.
Yes.
I was impressed. I was like,
yeah.
Because I have followers, but I don't have that many followers that they're like, oh, wait, let's go talk to this influencer. We need to pay attention to her tweet. It was just me and the kiddo watching this movie, watching the parade and having a good time. So I'm like, okay, they cared about our little Midwest mom here. So,
I think that's just lovely.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very nice of them to sit there and actually shout out my tweet and acknowledge it. So that was well done. So
I have a familial connection to that store. My grandmother worked at that Macy's in New York City. back when it was
Wow.
very difficult. Women didn't have a lot of jobs. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It was the 40s, and she worked at the unmentionables counter.
Mm.
Yep. Yep.
So she was keeping people comfortable back then when things were highly uncomfortable.
Right.
Well done for grandma.
I know. And
Was
then
she
I
at
worked
Norton?
I worked at Victoria's Secret. So it's full circle. Full
Mhm.
circle.
The thing about Victoria's Secrets, though, I feel like they're good at measuring, but they're not good at creating things that are then comfortable after you get the right measurements.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
they're
No.
working on that now. They're working on that now. That's part of their rebranding effort as they're getting rid of the angels and those other things, is trying to make sure things that they actually look comfortable on everybody, but
Right.
also look sexy, which
When
I
I
always liked a brand called Cacique for that.
Oh yeah. They
Remember
were all right
Cacique?
for a while, but like all of them go downhill. That's the thing that
Yep.
drives me crazy. Like old Victoria, when you used to be able to, when you would buy a bra at Victoria's Secret,
Mhm.
they would come with a lifetime warranty. If your your strap broke or something came loose or ripped or whatever, you could bring it back. And they would
Wow.
fix it.
Okay.
So they used to stand behind their stuff. And then
Mhm.
that's why they would justify charging $40, $50 for a bra. And then they got bought by the same people that own like Express and
Right.
Limited and all that stuff. And it really went down after that. But
Mhm.
in my
Well,
opinion.
oh no, I trust your opinion. Your opinion it matters to me more than anybody else's opinion right now. So yeah, no, I mean, because I rarely shopped there, and I certainly don't shop there now. I didn't
No.
like their branding for a while there because I'm
Right.
like, it did not speak to me. It did
Right.
not speak to the robust Rubenesque ladies at all
No.
for a while there. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm not for you. That's cool, kind of thing. That doesn't mean I don't like me just because I don't fit into whatever you've decided that I'm supposed to be at. And then I remember for a while that Fredericks was super exciting, but it wasn't made for regular people either. I'm like, even if you wanted
No.
something sassy, it wasn't like Frederick sassy. So I felt like Cacique was the first people that were really good
Yes.
at branching out between both.
But Cacique used to be,
Yeah.
definitely used to be a really good shop. I like
Mhm.
that place for sure. I remember finding my mom's Frederica Hollywood drawer. Oof. That's a memory you can't scrub. I've been trying. I've been drinking for a long time trying to get rid of that one, and it's
You're
still
like, I don't
right
need to
there.
know what you do.
I'm like, why is everything red and black? Mom, that red
She
is
didn't she didn't throw in a little like leopard. There's no leopard. It's all red and black. No
No, because
leopard.
that's what Frederick's
Yeah,
was. It was like everything was
with
laced,
red
and it
and
was
black.
either black or red and black and red. It was just there was not a lot of palette or like the most obnoxious purple. You're like, what? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, my color palettes do not fit that whole thing. Like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
send you what I just recently ordered online in this new
Ooh.
shop that I found.
Okay. I've came across something and I clicked on it and now I regret it because like
Why? Oh, the ads
everything on
following
my
you
Facebook
around?
feed now either is leggings or lingerie. Like it's either like complete loungewear or like you know.
That is, you gotta refresh your cookies. You gotta go and
Yeah.
take all your cookies off, start again. No, I ordered some anaconda leggings. It's
Yes, you
like
did.
pants. Yes, I did. I was all
Yes,
like,
you did.
yes, I do need some anaconda.
Okay.
Not just snake print. Like, when we were kids, they would just call it like some snake print. No, no, no. They got to be specific now. These are anaconda patterned.
Oh, they're anaconda pattern. In my mind, I thought your legs were gonna look like two anacondas, like with
What
a
kind
face
of?
on it, like they would be like the feet would be the face.
No, 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 no.
Like my legs look like anacondas. And then the boys will be embarrassed because they're like, well, that's her expectation. Clearly, I can't measure up to that.
No, I'm trying to find it.
Anaconda girl over here.
I'm all like, hey, man, hold it up to the mirror. And if it doesn't impress you, it's not going to impress me. That's all I'm saying. So I'm like, here's what I bought for everybody out there who wonders what.
I want to see it now. I want to see the anaconda
Okay, hold on,
pants.
hold on. Let me close this. Okay, here, I got it. Because
See, I thought
sometimes
you were
the
going to
show
tell
is
me you
just
bought some sexy lingerie.
no. I always tell you if I buy anything
No,
sexy.
that's what I know. I thought there was a new purchase.
Oh no, not this time. No, here's
Yeah,
what I
most of the ones they make too are for. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, those are cute.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I dig those. I want
Mhm.
anaconda pants.
See, that's what I was like. See what I'm saying? It was very specific.
I like
Anaconda
that.
animal print. Yeah. So that's what I
Okay.
did.
So much different than what I visualized. I'm so
Right.
glad
That's
you
why I'm like, I
clarified.
need to show you. Yeah, I'm like, that's why I show them to you because I'm like,
My mind, each leg was a snake. It looked like a
no,
snake.
no. I'm like, I just bought some animal print pants.
Well,
But you know me, I don't like even when I do wear things that fit like that, I bought a skirt to go over the top of them.
yeah, you don't usually show off your behind too much.
No,
I
that's
don't know
not my
why
thing.
that is. Why do you not do that?
I don't know. I just don't. Like it's like it will look good in those pants.
Yep.
Like you've seen it. It looks fine. Like, you know, it actually
Yes.
is one of my
You
better
have a
features.
good butt.
It's just yeah, it's just not what it's just not the
Are
way
you
that
like
I
Beyonce? Do you have like it in your rider that no one can film you from behind like she does? Like she's not she
No. I
yes.
should put that in my
Yes.
rider.
Oh no, there's like there was and I don't remember what tour it was where that leaked, but it was really at the height. And they like everybody because everybody was so obsessed with it. She's like, that's it. Like I'm so sick of everybody trying to get behind and take a picture of my ass. Knock
Mhm.
it off.
Mhm. Peggy, I don't know if they're let me get them first and see if they're stretchy. Like if they
Oh, Anaconda. I don't think
on a
oh,
pickleball
that
court.
no, disqualification. She's automatically gonna win if she's got Anaconda pants playing pickleball.
I'll
I
think about
forfeit
it.
already. I quit. I can't compete with that, Peggy.
It's one of those things though that when you know you've seen my closet. I have a couple of things in it that I thought was a great idea when I bought it, and then I'm like,
We all do,
where
dude.
you gonna wear that to? Like, where
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
where
yeah.
are you gonna just wear those distracting ass anaconda pants? To like, where am I gonna do? Because if I wear them on a show, then nobody cares about my jokes. They're like, does she have on anaconda pants? Like it's distracting.
What's happening with the pants?
Her pants. Where does she get? Like, kind of thing. Yeah, Peggy, you're right. They are distracting. They like that would like she's like,
Yes.
nobody can go and do anything. Like,
She
what
was
is
returned
going
like
on with her
bam,
pants?
bam, bam.
I'm
I
gonna be
love it.
the Venus and Serena Williams of pickleball because I'm
I
gonna
love
show
it.
up in my anaconda leggings and just crush it. Just crush
Crush.
it. No skills, just anaconda leggings.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
So I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. That's what I'm gonna do. So a good friend of ours, let's shout out our good friend before we get to our final story today. Our good friend Maggie Ferris, amazing comedian, amazing podcaster, not only amazing, very talented woman, but also award-winning stand-up comedian. She just dropped a new web series. It's
Mhm.
called Dike It Yourself. I'm going to go ahead and put the website in the chat because you can go to dikeityourself.com and see all of the episodes. And I just adore this idea when she, you know, I do a cameo in one of the episodes. And when she asked me to do it and then sent me the script, I had already said yes. And then I said yes again because I was just so like, it is so funny, and just an interesting spin on relationships and all of these things. Like I just was really, you know, I just think it's really fun. So let's play. Should we just play the trailer, Tiffany? Is that
Yeah.
okay? We'll play
Yeah.
the trailer?
Oh,
Okay.
I'd love to.
Okay.
I adore Maggie.
All right. So let me know if you can hear this. Got it?
You have no idea the dynamics and intricacies of a lesbian relationship. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I'm here to help you dike it yourself. This looks like a drunk child made it.
So you can check that out. You can go to their website, dikeityourself.com. You can check that out. Very, very funny. Not you know, I have a cameo in there. Our friend Julie Bain, Danielle is in there. Our friend Sarah
David
McBeth,
Harris.
who we adore. You know, David Harris is
Alein.
in it. Yeah, Elihino. It's just so fun. And, you know, Maggie has come up with some really clever web series before. So she is tested and true, and you should go and check her out for sure. And she is somebody that we both adore immediately. So go and check out Dike It Yourself, definitely. So you can do that. All right. So, Tiffany, we had a couple of stories, and we can make either of these. our question of the week. So,
Okay.
do you want to talk about shady things people did on Thanksgiving? Or do you want to talk about things that you learned about from a significant other after you got together? So I'll let you
Well,
pick. So
I
flip
think
that.
we should do the Thanksgiving one just because of timeliness. This is the end
Right.
of Thanksgiving weekend, and then
Yep.
maybe we should do the next because
We
I
can do
mean
the other one next week.
it's very rare when I'm sitting there going through a BuzzFeed and I'm laughing out loud alone in my apartment. But some of the relationship ones, oh my God, are they funny?
All right, we'll do that one next week then. We
Yeah.
can do that one next week. So this week, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll go through some of the shady things that people got away with or thought they were going to get away with for Thanksgiving. Is that what we want to do right now?
Yes, basically,
And-
like what really messed up thing.
And the other story that I think we're not going to get around to week is that, you know, I really wanted to talk about some potential sexual relationships with lizards, but I think we're going to have to push that to next week as well.
Yes.
because we're
Oh my
already-
God. Yes.
yeah, we're going to talk
Yeah.
about that next week as well because we already are coming up on
Yeah.
5:50 and we just kind of promised ourselves we're going to do better about getting in and out in an hour. And we got distracted with anaconda pants
Yes, we did.
and pickleball, which are very important things. So,
Yes.
all right, 18 really toxic things that people's family members have the nerve to do on Thanksgiving. There are 18 really toxic things. This comes to us courtesy of BuzzFeed, which you and I both are really, really fans of, and
Yep.
is a great rabbit hole to come down. Okay, all right, so really toxic things that people did. All right, here. Grandma threatened to shit in the turkey if we didn't let her watch Jeopardy.
Fair. I don't think that's toxic at all.
Yep. Yeah. You're like, all right, let me watch Jeopardy. Don't you know I am short on time on this planet?
Right.
You let me do what I want.
Right.
All right. Okay.
That's grandma.
Here's another one. My uncle, aunt, and cousins made no food and took 90% of it home. Now, look, I think that that's helping. Because you know what? They just want to help you get your resolutions done. You know
Yeah.
that a lot of time you end up, you know, that's what happens. You're like, too many leftovers. So they thought they were helping it. Number 3, my aunt decided to announce she got chlamydia as we started to eat. And my grandmother told her to get her stuffing by random people is for turkeys. I really laughed.
Oh my
My
God.
grandma told her
Why would
getting
you?
stuffed from random people is for turkeys.
Why would
Grandma, okay. Hey everyone, by the way, today is the day I've told everyone that I got chlamydia, and grandma comes back with the zinger
you? Yeah,
because grandmas do.
that's right. Well, and was this before Grace? Like, how did this come up? I've got chlamydia. I don't know.
There's whole things that like, do you share that with your family? Do they need to know?
No.
You know, because it doesn't affect the family, right? You're okay. All right. You figured it out.
You take some penicillin, you're good. I
Mhm.
mean,
That's one
chlamydia
of those ones that you can
is
be
one of the
okay
easy
from.
ones.
Right. All right.
It is.
The
I
woman my
know.
cousin had just married stole a Costco size box of individually wrapped Cheez-Its packages from our garage.
I love this.
I just have those. I asked about it publicly and she looked up, started stuttering, and went to get them out of her car.
But the excuse is the best. I thought these were mine. I have the same box at home. But
So
did
how'd you
bring
think
it
they
with
genie
you?
blinked here? Right. How
But
did they
did you
get
bring it
here?
with?
Susan, how badly did you think you
Oh.
needed these that you had to take them right now?
Yeah. And if you already do have a box just like that at home, you have enough Cheez-Its. You're fine.
Right. I think that this is great. My uncle poured Crown Royal whiskey on his turkey and ate it. Yes, you should, because maybe your grandma's brine was dry.
Yeah.
Maybe they like
Yeah, that means it was not good.
if the turkey was dry and you just put the Crown Royal on it, crushing it.
Right? Take it easy on the crown though, you know. Like
Right. I don't think I have Crown in the house right now.
oh God.
I remember I had Crown in the house for a while. Like Crown, like I still have the bags.
house.
Crown Royal bags are coveted.
Oh
Like,
yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I would collect Crown Royal bags. Like that's my headphone bags for my are still Crown Royal bags.
Yeah. The radio people all know a Crown Royal bag is perfect for your headphones.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose the original bag.
Yes. All right, here we go. Number 6. My cousin was responsible for bringing the dessert. She showed up 3 hours late, and instead of bringing dessert, she brought an open bag of frozen pierogies.
Hey, that's a delicacy. Frozen pierogies is a dessert, depending on how you look at it.
It's not a dessert. I like frozen pierogies. It's one of the things I took off my diet because I'm trying to lose 20 pounds. So
I do like
I like
varieties.
frozen. Oh, I love frozen. Like groceries. Like if you can like do a frozen pierogi well at your house, they are quite satisfying.
Mhm,
They are quite satisfying. Like
mhm.
I would buy the regular potato variety and then the cheddar variety. And I ate enough of those that I was like, you can't buy these anymore. Like
Yep,
you were too good at cooking these at home. So no.
there you go.
Here we go. My uncle shot the TV because of how the Lions were playing. This is back in 77 or 78. So wow, back then.
Sure. Well,
Imagine if you could do this now. Oh my gosh.
the Lions have had it rough for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of my aunts found out her husband was sleeping with her brother.
Ooh.
She found out one of her husband's shirts from a vacation they took.
Oh, with
Right.
substance on it.
Substance on it in her brother's
Brother's
bedroom when she
bedroom.
went to the bathroom. You know what? Here's my thing. Okay. You and I are both okay. Okay, for everybody out there, if your kids are watching, we're sorry. I am always amazed when people who don't have a CSI kit of like their own at home go, that's what that is on the shirt.
Well,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
and
Like,
why
how
was
do
it
you know
hanging
what
up? Like, why
like
was it out? Like, why was it visible? Why were you in his room? I mean, like, is it Monica Lewinsky? Like, it's a
but I'm
dry clean
saying,
only, and that's why you
but
held onto it?
but if I saw a stain on a shirt, just a
Yeah,
variety of a stain,
right.
there are so many things that I would think that stain was before I got to male
That.
fluids. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's all
yeah,
I'm saying is like, okay, if Monica Lewinsky didn't say, hey, I'm keeping this and that's what it is, if it didn't bring the shirt over to you and go, Tiffany, by the way, this is this,
mhm.
I would never, my brain would never go, that's what that is. Is all I'm saying.
Well,
It's not what
maybe
I
she was
jumped
already
to.
suspecting something, and then
Right.
that was just confirmation, yeah.
And who puts that in the, why isn't it wadded up in the hamper? Like, I just don't understand why it's available.
Dry clean
All right.
only, man.
Okay.
Maybe just,
I
running
guess
errands.
you're like, you care that much about that shirt? Okay. My aunt Janny took a bunch of Xanax and who knows what else on top of a jug of Carlo Rossi that she
Oh,
had.
she had hidden in her room?
Right. Proceeded to steal every spoon in the house while the rest of us were drinking and playing games. Every single spoon. I have heard people steal spoons before. I don't know what it is about the drunken kleptomaniac brain that is attached to spoons.
I don't know.
The spoons
When
come up
in my
all
younger days, I used to when you could smoke in the bar, I used to get a little bit ham boned, and then I would, yeah, I would get ham boned, and then I couldn't.
steel cutlery.
No, I would take, ashtrays.
Ashtrays. Were
Yeah.
they like monogrammed? Like, did they have the bar's name on it or something?
Like, if they were cool, if I thought they would add
Interesting.
to my collection, and then I would feel bad about it, but then I was like, yeah. So I already have
Hmm.
bad karma. That's probably why I would take the money from that we talked about at the beginning of the show. So
This
I
one
just
I
got a,
barely.
I just got a, I just got a text from Brian though. He
Yeah.
forgot my keys. He's trapped in the parking ramp.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna wrap up. Okay, so we'll do one more. We'll do this
Yeah,
one
let's do one more.
I'll do one more because I don't even think that this one should be on the list. I have an uncle who once got so drunk he decided to mix the red and white rinds together. I don't even think that that requires being drunk. That's just efficient. Maybe you had bad red and bad white, so he just made a wop.
He made
Like,
a
I don't think
rosé.
he made a rosé.
That's how you do it. You just mix them
Rosé
together.
every day, all day.
If they were
Congratulations.
expensive though, I would
Okay.
want to murder him.
All
I
right,
mean,
fair enough.
if those were good wines, dude. Dude.
I doubt that they were.
Right, probably not.
But you can support Miss Tiffany and I like 2 fine bottles of wine. You can go ahead and
Yes.
find us. There's our Venmo information. Like our good friend Peggy Miller has a tendency to support us. We will make sure that it all goes to wine or tech, right? Kind of thing. It doesn't always go to wine, but you can always support us. We also would encourage you to go ahead and follow us on all our various I agree with you, Peggy. Nothing wrong with that. Rosé all day, every day. You can go ahead and follow us and like and subscribe on our various forms of social media. We would appreciate that. And I will go and make sure that we don't block the wrong people. So Tiffany, check your page afterwards. Make sure I didn't block Mark.
Okay.
So you might have to unblock him. But we both should be available next week. We remind you to go ahead. And yes, okay, Arlene, thank you for asking. Our New Year's show is going to be on New Year's Eve at the New Hope Cinema Grill. There's going to be a 7 and 9:30 show. I promise that we will have the information up for that this week. We took some lovely promo pictures last week, but it was Thanksgiving, and we're not going to harass our friend Dallas about giving us a photo for this one. Just make sure you save the date, come and see us, and our good friend Dan Bublis Jr. I think Peggy actually says she might come out and join us as well. So it'll be a great time. So you can come see us 7 or 9:30, happening at the New Hope Cinema Grill over in lovely New Hope, Minnesota. You're going to be able to get your tickets available very, very, very soon. So get that on your schedule. In the meantime, Tiffany, go rescue your boyfriend.
He's bringing tacos. So I need him to make it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Go get it. And everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you guys again next week. So bye.
Bye.
Someone who take a little time to see that maybe I'm not worthless. But all my plans fell far from good, and all my words were misunderstood. Start to think that maybe I deserve this. When my lucky stars crashed to the ground, and the hands of fate were tightly bound, heard a voice say you're not alone. The calamity began to compound. The whiskey rain stopped pouring down. That voice said, I'm not on my own. Oh, it was you. It was you. Search for clues, trying to shake the sidewalk blues. Wanna feel like I won't let away. Every next step that I take, the broken piece starts to bend and shake. So I sat down and prayed for rain. When my lucky stars crashed to the ground, my hands of fate were tightly bound, and a voice said,